Do you think Inefa will like this? See?
Are you sure? 'Cause when I asked it who's the better hero...
Hey, you hear that? That's the answer it gave when I asked who'd win in a fight between Kukuku and a Hao! You guys, it's just making random beeps. Whoa! Is that Tumaini and the flying expert? Beep beep? Yes, it's a...
Probably out mopping up those mad...
Wait, all by herself?
Inefa said that since she lost her memories, her cognition module's been running more smoothly, and it's greatly boosted efficiency in cleaning and tidying.
Huh. So, losing her memories has some... She's awesome! I saw her carrying a whole pile of beaten-up machines in one hand!
All the grown-ups say that they feel much safer leaving the house.
We've tried giving her flowers and feathers, but it seemed like she didn't like them very much. That got us thinking. Maybe robot people don't like the same thing. Aha! So that's why you made her this flower out of mechanical... Yeah! We still don't know if she'll like it, though. It's okay, Arieta. She'll love this. But what if she doesn't? Well, now that all of my mom and dad's other friends from Nodcry have left to go home, it's just... Already? Wasn't the plan to stick her... Dad says everyone back home is expecting us. And he thought we should at least make sure Inefa wasn't getting any worse first. But now that it's been a few days, to be honest, I can kinda understand. He hasn't been home in so... Ah, no wonder. No, she's from Nodcry. He's been there the whole time I was growing up, so... Don't worry. We'll write...
You bet! And when she's all...
Yeah, so don't worry too much about the flower. Although, I guess we still need to wait till she gets back. Who knows? Seems like she takes longer and longer every time she goes out.
Can't we go take it to her? No, wait. The grown-ups would never let us do that.
What am I gonna do? If she doesn't get back soon, I might run out of... Oh, really?
Threat eliminated. Scanning for next target.
Inefa!
Traveler, Paimon. Annihilation mode disengaged. Chat mode active.
Chat mode, huh? Huh. You'd probably get along well with a Fontanian magician friend of ours. She does modes instead of moods, too.
Good morning. Nice to see you again. What lovely weather we're having.
Hey! Don't you start, too.
These are some standard greetings I learned recently. 3 greetings in a row equals thrice the greetment. Hypothetically speaking.
Where did you get greetment from? Never...
Yes. My cognition and language modules are recovering well. I can now sustain fluid conversation, but I have still been unable to retrieve the memory containing the code to the cryptex. I will keep trying. Sincere apologies. Yes, now that a convenient moment to change the topic has presented itself. What is that object in your hand? A new model of source mechanism? Flower. Flowers are plant reproductive organs. But
it's more like a... flower it.
Understood. A flower-shaped machine component. What is its function?
It doesn't have a function. It's just for looking at. You know, a cute little souvenir.
Cute little souvenir. But if it serves no function, for what purpose was it built? A cryptex is for sending messages. Machines are for performing tasks. What about this flower? What is it for? Gratitude?
Yeah. If someone helps you out, you help them back. And if someone gives you a gift, you get them something in return. That's how we show gratitude.
The Flower Feather Clan took me in, so I'm neutralizing threats near their territory. Like that?
Yes, exactly. You got it. So, it all makes sense now.
But is this not tit for tat? I heard Mr. Kenichi use this term.
No, that's completely different.
I will. Gratitude.
In terms of its purpose, think of it as a memento of your friends.
Memento? Important. Memory. Memento.
Here, wear this flower. And this feather, too. There. Much better. Gotta look your best for your big journey. It's just a flower. It's not that heavy. Just think of it as a little souvenir from me. Something that's right, a souvenir. Sometimes when people have something important to remember, even if you end up forgetting everything, this flower will always keep blooming. It could take 1,000. No, everyone's on their own path, and they have to walk it alone. Just as your journey is yours. Besides, I have no plan to go to war against him. We both owe each other far more than our mere lives. If anything, I pity him. In a way, his situation's not so different from yours. But in his case, you were once, well, she was once the enemy of humankind. And Ochkan doesn't care to distinguish between you and her like Ishkik and I do. So if you stay behind and... Come on, you have bigger things to worry about than me right now. You have a huge journey ahead of you. Have faith. This tribe will kneel to no one. They will never be slaves. If they lose their leader, someone else will take up the mantle. Heck, even a child... All right, time to go. Some things are destined to be... Cross the ocean. Find a new place to belong.
Malfunction who betrayed us all. You dare seek a place to belong.
Inefa? Inefa, what's wrong?
I was... Sincere apologies. My cognition module crashed for a moment. It is...
Is it because you've been fighting for too long? Oh, you...
Back?
Yeah, of course. Everything else is...
Yes. The closer I am to the Flower Feather Clan, the more erratic my cognition module becomes. Occasionally, unidentified data surfaces from my memory.
Memory data? So, what about that curse Shilonen mentioned?
It does. Even now, it still hurts. I have merely switched off the corresponding facial expressions to avoid making other people uncomfortable. But if I do not recall my memories...
So, is this why you've been spending so much...
When memory data surfaces, there is a high probability that my cognition module will crash. This constitutes a safety risk. Therefore, I have been spending...
Yeah, exactly! Whatever happens, we'll make...
Assessing relative combat capability. Paimon, approximately 1/5.
1/5?
Traveler. Risk mitigated. Strategy accepted.
I can't thank you enough for hosting us these past.
It's alright. She'll be.
She never came back. I guess.
Hey now, you'll see her again. And we have so much to look forward to in Liyue. All those Shao Lantern.
Arieta, Amu, Joashin.
Huh? Inefa? You brought her.
Also, gratitude for the flower. What does it feel like to know where you are returning?
That's a strange question. As soon as you're all better, you'll... Oh, and we forgot to say, we're actually heading there ourselves soon.
Not cry.
Huh?
Cognition module unable to define. All the memory data that has presented itself recently has been related to Natlan. But the merchants tell me that if I do recover my memories, which time period will they be from? And will the post-recovery me be the same me?
Phew.
What is it that you're afraid of? Are you worried the new you will be so different you don't
Finding near synonyms for mind and conflict. Cognition module. Split. Yes. Once I have been split, will it change the way I
Now that's a tough question. A lot of people and a lot of Saurians spend their... But if you want my opinion, home is... No matter how far you fly, there will always be someone back there waiting for you. I guess you could say it's somewhere you... Wherever it is that your memories guide you back. Of course, everyone's situation is different. And I don't know how applicable my
Okay. Recorded under reference data.
And at the end of the day, I mean, who says... Someone's looking for us. Don't be afraid to recover your memories.
Got it.
Recover your memories. Malfunction. Have you forgotten why you cast them away to begin with?
Why? Don't you think I'd want to do my part to help the Traveler? And anyway, no one's more qualified than the Masters of the Nightwind.
Ancient history?
If you think I didn't hear that, you're sorely mistaken. But anyway, back to the matter at hand. I don't know if you noticed, but Kenichi's little sidekick has been acting a little strange around in... After you parted ways, Kenichi put him in timeout for 3 whole days and nights. Then, he had Ifa send Kakuku to torment him for another night. Finally, Ahau got so infuriated with Kakuku's pestering that he lost his cool and let slip a crucial piece of information. 2 words.
Sovereign ruler? So what? Isn't that just how he introduced...
It is, and I always assumed it was a load of hot air. But apparently not. Turns out the title refers to the 13 Dragon Lords who ruled Natlan in ancient times. Wait, really? Anyway, the 13 sovereign rulers are not ordinary dragons, but forms of artificial intelligence created by the Pyro Dragon using secret source technology. They had superior intelligence and greater authority than even the ancient dragons themselves. Each ruled over a portion of Natlan's territory, but one by one, they disappeared during the war with the heroes. Even most of their names are unknown now. If we hadn't managed to pry that tidbit out of Ahau's mouth, I would have had no...
I always thought that little monster's biggest claim to fame was arguing with Kakuku for an entire day.
Not a clue. So far, he has staunchly refused to reveal which of the sovereign rulers he was. My guess is... Remember, these rulers were supposed to be powerful forms of artificial intelligence.
Lost.
Yet, despite that, a house seemed to sense the presence of a fellow sovereign ruler when you were nearby. Specifically, it's the core in your chest he was reacting to.
What? Inefa's a sovereign ruler too?
Could be. Kanich and Ifa have been keeping a close watch on Ahau, in case he reveals anything else.
Darn!
Not completely. There's also Lianka and the Flower Feather clan, both of which have triggered a response from Inefa so far. And as it happens, out of the sovereign rulers that her name was the Priestess of Floral Candles and Skyborn Feathers, otherwise known as the Eighth Lord. She ruled over what is now. The records claim that she didn't die in the war with humanity, but was executed by her own kind. Her crime being betrayal of dragonkind by secretly raising a human. Lianka.
Huh? Shasta, did you know?
Some of it. Our tribe's origin story has Lianka being raised. After raising her, her surrogate mother then encouraged her to leave the nest and seek. She traveled far and wide, settling disputes between humans and Saurians. She didn't pick sides based on past grievances between humanity and dragonkind. Gradually, a community of like-minded people and Saurians gathered around her, united by their desire for freedom and equality. But that's as much as the legends say. They never mentioned her dragon mother's name.
Oh, sorry. My cognition module is acting up again. At some point during this conversation, it started behaving. You mentioned that the Priestess of Floral Candles and Skyborn Feathers was executed.
Unfortunately, the humans of that time weren't privy to all the details of dragon affairs. The only records we have are vague references from after the fact. It's very possible that this is mere speculation or complete fabrication, so don't give too much weight to it. But for what it's worth, it's said that a curse was placed on the priestess by one of the other rulers. If she truly harbors pro-human sentiment, then for every ounce of goodwill she feels, may her mind be flooded with pain of immeasurable. In the savage conflict and chaos that followed, the priestess's mind.
Jeez, what a bizarre method of execution. Definitely sounds like the history writers used some.
I'm fine. This didn't seem to trigger any erratic behavior. So, do you think that my origins have something to do with this?
Interesting. Well, it's hard to say what, if any, direct connection you have to the Eighth Lord. But since the name Lianka seems to ring a bell for you, I brought some woven scrolls with me that might be useful. Have a look at... Don't say anything. In a moment, I'm going to leave. I need you to join me, discreetly. It's just a little spell based on our prior experience. Well, I need to get going now. If I find out anything...
Gratitude. Goodbye.
Bye, St. Lolly.
Now's your chance. Slip away quietly while they've got their heads buried in those woven scrolls. Meet me at the other side of the settlement.
Hello, traveler. Well, see, Lolly hasn't told you everything. There's another sovereign ruler that Inefa might be connected to, not just the one from...
All trace of this other sovereign ruler was lost after the war. The records claim that in their final battle, they fought against Ishkik and Lianka.
It was, my idea. Apparently, she barely reacted, despite a very strong reaction to the name Lianka. And to me, that says we need to tread very carefully when probing her about the 11th Lord.
She's the one who went missing after the war. Said to be the proudest of all the sovereign rulers. And the most when the Pyro Dragon fell, she couldn't accept that dragonkind had been defeated. She sank, but the rest is lost to history.
Remember, though, in essence, these sovereign rulers weren't physical entities, but pure intelligence. Built. I mean, who knows what happens when a manufactured mind goes mad? Maybe she lost her power and memories. Maybe she split into different.
The point is, if Inefa really does originate from the 11th Lord, then we need to...
What? Have her taken out? Because of some baseless
Chaska, what?
Anyone with a brain could see you were up to something back there.
Okay, Pachaska, I'm telling you, we have legitimate concerns here. This is not baseless. Ever since Inefa set sail for Natlan, the secret source automatons have been getting increasingly aggressive. It's as Inefa could well be the 11th Lord herself. And if so, then the moment she recovers her memory, all of us, all of humanity will—
I've been keeping an eye on movements at the Flower Feather clan. Whatever she was in the past, and whoever—
Even if the past and future Inefa are a completely different person from...
If you're suggesting that there's a volatile force within her, threatening to rise up and take over at any given moment, but no one ever gave up on me. If Leonka was here, besides, even if the 11th Lord rises again and declares all of us her enemy, the solution is simple. We defeat her. The heroes—
Fine.
Look, I get it. You're only acting like the villain here to make us realize how serious the situation is. You know how I know that? Because when I was a kid, they brought me to you for treatment and you didn't get—
Yeah, well, playing the villain is a force of... Hey, the spell hasn't worn off yet, you know. Anyway, now that we're all caught up, you should get back on Inefa watch, and we should get back to investigate.
Help! Someone! Oh, Chaska? What are you all doing here?
Paimon, you were supposed to
Oh, right, Inefa. Something weird happened. She got halfway through those woven scrolls and then flew off all of a sudden. Paimon tried to stop—
Did something trigger a new memory? This doesn't make any...
No idea. But...
Okay, Chaska, you're our eye in the sky.
Roger that.
Wait, don't you want to discuss this first?
Let's fly! Yeah!
Slow down! Paimon's gonna puke!
Open fire! Bullseye!
Target acquired. Activating annihilation mode.
Whoa! Are these all secret source automatons? Okay.
Reinforcements have arrived. Traveler, Paimon, Chaska. Gratitude.
Not now! Save it for later!
This is not where I belong.
No, my sword! Let me leave you a verse. Let's light it up! Teamwork is dreamwork!
Cognition module shutting down.
This made her a little committed to memory.
Laid bare. This is where you fall. Overruled.
Grow!
Everybody stand back!
This made her a little
Light it up! I'm going in!
Transfixed! Witness my rise! Overruled!
Grow! This may hurt a little.
Let me weave you a...
Grow!
Threat eliminated. Annihilation mode disengaged.
Boss, what do we do now? We've tried the same thing several times now, and it isn't working. We can't keep waiting around for her to leave.
Well. An ancient relic from Natlan's dragons. If you want to play with fire, then be my guest. But there is an...
Let's fall back. This isn't worth the risk.
Hamu, Hadieta, are you okay?
I'm fine.
I'll be okay. I just hurt my ankle.
Why would they do this?
Look, no one could have known the automatons.
Wait, how did Inefa know to come here? Did she sense that they were in danger?
Yes, I heard the secret source automatons talking. Even now.
Really?
Hypothesis. Language module requires translation functionality. Finished. Please try again.
Whoa, that was quick. How come you're so...
I have seen them many times before.
More random...
Reconnected.
Wow! It's actually...
Hey, what do you think you're playing at? Why did you attack us?
We're under the Fatui's control. They made us attack you.
How is that possible? The captain's soldiers certainly aren't capable of this, and...
The Fatui invaded my territory, so the automatons went haywire.
Why is it getting so choppy?
Hypothesis. Distance to signal source increasing, transmission compromised. Combining these words with what I've heard so far, I believe the Fatui invaded my territory, so the automatons went haywire.
Oh. So all the recent automaton attacks, the Fatui were behind...
They stole my privileges and took control of the automatons.
They stole my privileges and took control of the...
No!
Mirror of the Dawning Morn detected nearby. Now sending request for Mirror of the Dawning Morn.
Mirror of the Dawning Morn detected nearby. Now sending request for Mirror of the Dawning Morn to restore my privilege.
Mirror of the Dawning Morn?
Hypothesis. This appears to refer to me, or more specifically to my core.
Mirror of the Dawning Morn, please come with me and...
I think she wants me to go with her to return the core.
Wait, you mean she knows you?
Yes. Before the translation began, she referred to me by a different name, 11th Lord.
What? So, Inefa is the 11th...
Hold on. This automaton just attacked us moments ago. We shouldn't trust everything it... You say Inefa is the 11th Lord.
Return to the 8th Lord's territory, and you can restore all of your memory data.
Inefa!
She said, return to the 8th Lord's territory, and I can restore all of my memory.
8th Lord? Lianka's mother's territory? What did...
You were split, then exiled, and
this is getting weirder.
Excessive signal interference. Unable to the signal should improve as we get closer to her territory. Traveler.
Wait, you should think this through carefully. I may know a thing or two about the Fatui regiment that entered Natlan recently. They're kind of a special ops team. Definitely not...
Oh?
They've been showing up everywhere, hungrily searching for secret knowledge about all kinds... The leader of this regiment is a harbinger based in Nodcry, known as Marionette.
Marionette.
I, heard bits and pieces at the market in Nasha Town, but I figured they were just rumors.
Is that right? How come I'm only hearing
I'm sorry. I was so preoccupied with getting ready.
So these Fatui are soldiers, huh?
Inefa, of course. But still, maybe you should tread carefully here. Inefa's already had to rescue us so many times now.
You're right. First things first. Amu's... Look, I know the news about the Eighth Lord and Marionette is very concerning. But we should probably come up with a plan before...
Understood. Destination cancelled. Yes. New destination. Flower Feather Clan.
Traveler, Inefa, could you check that the coast is clear?
Understood. Commencing task.
Arieta, I need you to go keep Mom company while the doctor takes a look at her. Dad...
You're not coming back with us.
Dad's gotta pack up the luggage and make sure all our goods are safe. Don't worry. Dad will be back very soon. I'm sorry, girls. I promise it's going to be okay.
I'll get help as quickly as I can.
Huh? Why'd it stop moving?
Leroy, merchant. His portrait is hung up at the Fatui stronghold.
You're saying Joashin might be a Fatui spy? And he's staying behind as their eyes on the ground. But should we really leave Inefa here too? Not that I don't trust her, it's just... You're not wrong. Still, even with your abilities, be sure to stay on your... Why the sudden request for assistance from the Eighth Lord's territory? Are we supposed to believe that Lianka's mother's...
Hey, Chaska! Amu's ready to go!
That's my cue. I'll be back with the others as soon as I've gotten Amu and...
He's on the move. Huh. Should we tail him? He won't know he's being followed. This could be our chance to get our hands on some really...
Shall we follow him? Got it. Stealth mode activated.
Would it not be even stealthier to just not say that out loud? Dig a
The territory was sealed by Lianka. This was once one of the secondary acts.
Hey! That was pretty clear!
Getting closer. Increased activity and language module. Lianka sealed the territory to...
Huh? You're breaking up again! Oh, looks like the...
Lianka sealed the territory to stop Ochkan finding it. Later, the Fatui found a weak point and broke in.
Sounds like those Fatui have made this their stronghold. What do you think? Inefa? Oh no! What's she doing?
Wait.
Traveler, are we going after? All right then. Share my knowledge.
outlines your fate.
Huh?
Yeah.
Cognition module unstable. Attempting to refresh.
Sorry, it was me. I summoned her by currently, I'm the 8th Sovereign Ruler. The Priestess of Floral Candles and Skyborn.
The 8th Lord? You're Lianka's dragon mother? But weren't you...